Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel Manifest with Kavitha. I'm Dr. Kavitha Kumar, and today on Thoughtful Thursday, I wanted to talk to you about how to observe the mind. So, we have been covering a lot of videos when it comes to understanding how the mind works, and last week I spoke about how to stop the mind chatter and few things here and there. So, the next thing that people always ask me is, there you're asking to stop the mind chatter, you're asking to observe, and you're asking to look at the mind as is, but how do you do that? So observing the mind is a very simple thing to do actually when you come to think of it, and stay till the end because I'm going to show you a simple trick on how you can actually frame everything that your mind is putting together into making sure that you're getting rid of unwanted things from the mind. So let's come back to the topic, how to observe the mind. So let's say you are observing your mind in a way that when you're sitting in meditation or you're just sitting in a quiet, peaceful place, you must have heard a lot of people saying, thoughts just keep coming into my mind, I can't stop it. You might be facing the same thing. I've been there. I have also been facing such similar things. Now when these thoughts come in, how do I look at it? How do I observe them? The first thing I ask is, are these thoughts really important? So the first thing you can do is start filtering the thoughts. The thought that comes into your mind, is it important for you? If yes, keep thinking about it. Keep going on with the flow. What comes next after it? Or things that are not important, can you just keep them aside? As in, just to give you a perspective, thinking about the past or the future. You cannot change anything in the past. You cannot do something for the future. That you cannot control your future. You don't know what's going to happen with you in the next 10 minutes. Do you? Then those thoughts that keep you from taking action or something, is it really important? Filter those thoughts out. The thoughts that leads you to fear, that is the problem. Our thoughts keep building up. It leads you to a zone of fear, and you start fearing that what if this happens, what if that happens. But the reality is you have no control over it. You can't change the past, you can't control the future. So why actually fear? It's mind, right? It's connected to the brain. It's its function to think. Again, like it's as simple as using your eyes. If you close your eyes and you open it and you start seeing things, you can't say that, oh, I opened my eyes and now I'm starting to see things. Why is it? Why am I seeing things? It's its job to see things. It's the same way. The brain, the mind is to think. Allow it to think. But what we need to do is see what is important for us, keep that, and filter out the remaining. Can we do that? That's the simple question that you need to ask. So now let's say you're in a tough relationship or you just lost your job. Now your mind will be going, oh, I need to find a job, I need to find a job, I need to do this, do that. Maybe if I apply to this place, I can get this kind of position, this is my experience. So rather than thinking, what you need to do next is, okay, these are the thoughts. What is important right now? To find a job. So then you take action, you go apply for positions, you see what can be done about it. If there is no action that you can take to certain situations that you're thinking in your mind, those needs to be knocked out, right? And it's as easy as that. There's no control, there is no nothing that you can do. So you just breathe and just let it go, because the more you filter, the mind will give you more and more clarity. And the way to do is, this is the hack that I was talking about. In the day, see what you are thinking during the day and start writing it down. It's called mind mapping. Map your mind onto a paper. Now see where all of this starts from. Let's give you an example. Like as a kid, I used to be scared of dinosaurs. Now I watched Jurassic Park in 1993. Maybe I was 5 or 6 years old back then, and I was scared to death that the dinosaurs will come to the town and eat me away. It's the same thing. People have fear of, let's say, darkness, fear of anything that you can think of. Now sit down, write, okay, I am afraid of dinosaurs or I am afraid of darkness. Now what do? Are dinosaurs real? At that time, I didn't know they had gone extinct. I was a kid. But for me at that time, it was very, very real. But as I grew up, in my mind, I'm like, okay, dinosaurs are real, but they don't exist anymore. So should I still live with that fear with me? Or should I just let it go? I faced the fear, okay, dinosaurs. I became a scientist, come on, I was a biologist. I know, I've learned about evolution and everything. Now if I fear dinosaurs, it'd be stupid of me. So I let that fear go. Same way, if you're afraid of darkness, why are you afraid of darkness? Maybe you're worried that there might be some ghost or something that might, an evil spirit, something might come and attack you and things. It's all based on imaginations basically. So we see that in movies, we watch in series. All that we see, is it real? Because we see movies on ghosts, we see movies on certain superheroes. Are they all real? Ask yourself, is it really real? So now if you are afraid of ghosts, sit in a room rather than allowing darkness to come in. Go into a dark room and sit there. And sit for 10 minutes and see what happens. I waited for dinosaurs to come in for a long time. They never showed up. So sit for 10 minutes. If they don't, if nothing happens, which means there's nothing to fear of. You are fearing of someone else's imagination. Get rid of that imagination. That is all you need to do. You imagine things which are not even real. You build that fear in and the mind keeps talking to you. So once you start to map this and start getting rid of things that is not important, you will see how you can overcome all of these situations and be able to be like, hey, now you know what, I have more control over my mind and I can observe things clearly. So when even in meditation or during the day when there are thoughts bothering you, you know how to filter it and you know how to work on it. So that's about it. So hope this little hack, this little observation exercise really helped you with going forward, will really help you with working with your mind, with all the previous videos from the series. And there are much more things to the mind, but this is one step at a time. We're trying to tackle the mind. So if you got some value out of this video, let me know in the comments below, and because I will keep coming back every Tuesday, Thursdays and Saturdays to share such value. And I'm also doing a 365-day gratitude journal as well, where I'm sharing my daily gratitude, and hope you guys enjoy that. And if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button because you don't want to miss all of these good things that I bring for you. So with that, guys, hope you guys continue to inspire, be inspired and get inspired along with me on this journey. And I'll see you guys next time, next week. Until then, guys, love and light.